Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh sus.
From Rixie, this is Debuff, and I'm your host, Steve Skeels. Welcome back to Debuff. Again, here with the boys, Sean Mason.
Back with the boys.
Think we've got a couple of TikToks Mason's trying to show us to start it up.
Yeah, it's worth noting that the sun keeps going down later. And so
The lighting might look a little different.
usually at like 6 or 7, the sun's been down. But maybe the next time you see us, we'll have curtains.
Is this the first time we recorded since daylight savings change?
No.
No, I'm just saying like it's 7 now.
This
Yeah, I
is
know.
normally like 7 or 8 when we start recording. And
Yeah, okay.
the sun do be going down later. It's
Yeah, I mean,
how
spring.
things work now.
It do be going down later. So like we said in the last episode, we recorded the last one 2 days ago. So we're doing our best to keep it fresh because we've seen each other.
Yeah, it was like 47 hours ago.
Yeah, not even. So yeah, I've got 3 TikToks. This is my unofficial jaunt into Tik Tok Corner, which I want to start doing at some point, but we'll leave that be. This first TikTok, I don't even remember what it is, but I pulled 3 of them. And so I hope you guys, can you see it fine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a little awkward, but I do think we need a TV in here.
Yeah, I know.
Right there.
I got my small white TV I don't use anymore. It's not big though.
This one's really funny. Have you guys seen this? So I'm going to pause it really quickly. Can you see it fine?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me restart it over.
This is like the same.
He's pointing at the ground.
What the fuck?
I just love. He's just standing behind. Okay,
At first I was like,
at first you're like, okay,
okay.
cool, archery.
but then
the
I was
first
like, wait,
3
it's the
shots,
same. It's the same clip of
Yeah.
it hitting the.
and then he's standing behind it in the last one, and it cuts to it. I don't know. I thought that was really funny.
It reminds me of like you've seen people do video game, or a lot of times they'll do like D&D reenactments where when you get a hit for something that doesn't make sense, and they'll do it in real life and show like how stupid it is that you can get those hits.
It reminds me of the Skyrim trick shots.
Yeah.
Like where people will fucking point it straight
Yeah.
up in the air and then run over to somebody and they're like,
Yes, exactly. Like in Whiterun. Is this easier to see?
No, but
Is it better though that you can actually see it up?
it doesn't
It
make a
does-
difference.
no, yeah.
Honestly, I don't.
Okay.
I feel like I'm now more getting a side angle. Is it in your? I don't give a shit, dude. Just do whatever you feel
Can you
like.
see it?
Yeah, I can see it. You're good. I think.
Is it a bad? Is it a bad?
I
glare
think
for
it's
you?
fine however you
Let's
wanna do it,
just
Mason.
let's keep going. We
Oh
need a
my
TV in
God.
here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We need something else.
Okay. This one is really odd.
Hey, just want to show y'all what we come across every now and then while we're out working. That looks like it might have been a meth lab that blew up. And I believe somebody might have lost their leg
There's a fucking leg in
because
the
it's
tree.
stuck in a tree.
That's not real, dude.
Hey,
Is
just
it a
want to show
prosthetic?
y'all what
Like,
That's no.
So
fucking
if
way.
you look closely, it looks like it, but it's really hard to see.
I don't know. That's
Is
just
that
weird.
not wild?
Yeah, I feel like that. I'm with Sean though. I don't think that's real.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think the leg is real.
Yeah.
I think it's a prosthetic.
Yeah,
But that is when I first saw it, I was like, wait, is that a real leg? Because it kind of looks real at
yeah,
the right angle.
But
Okay, I got one more. This
for him
one,
to just come across that though and have like a pretty much perfect looking leg, like there's not even any ash or whatever.
exactly.
from
That's
an
why I
explosion.
think it's a prosthetic.
Yeah, they staged it.
This one just really interesting. I didn't know this was a real person. This is failing. Like
we need to revamp the TikTok corner. Just cut
Yeah.
this.
TikTok Corner is
Do
fucked.
not clip this. Whatever you do.
dude, this is like the best one. Fill time while I try and find it. God damn it. I'm sorry.
I mean, are you saying should we talk about something else?
I'm just saying that maybe a TV.
Yeah. Or we could get, you know what?
Can you
Let's
see the
modify.
edge of the tape? Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Does this get cut off though here?
No.
You don't cut that out?
I don't cut any of the. I cut the top and bottom.
Well, because I was gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, we could put something up over here.
Yeah, a little TV. I mean, I have that
Or-
huge 4K display.
Let's build the TV into the table here.
Thank God.
Yeah. Just
You know
put
what
it
I'm saying?
behind Masons.
Like
We don't have to turn around.
What they do for D&D tables, you get a huge like monitor set up in the middle.
All right, here we go. I'm sorry.
Sorry, man.
I'm delighted to have been able to borrow this very lovely XC40 from Volvo, and very much amused to discover that when you switch the sat-nav on in the car, and I didn't know that I'd been applied to Volvos, you get me as your sat-nav voice. So I know we'd done Jaguar Land Rover, and up until model year 17, you'd find me on there, but I didn't know that we were now accessorizing Volvo.
Now exit the roundabout.
I will do. And I'm busily
It's the
telling
fucking
myself,
guy.
"There we
You will reach your waypoint. In 400 yards, the waypoint is on the left.
go." Thank you very much indeed.
That's
as
so
you can
funny.
hear, slightly weird, slightly odd.
Did you know-
For that reason.
I thought I was a robot, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. To be
Always
honest
nice
with
to-
you, I'm not familiar with that voice enough to have been like, oh wow,
Well, still, I mean, I just think it's.
Yeah.
I've always thought it was a computerized voice. Like,
yeah.
I just assumed it was.
Because is Siri
Siri is a
yeah,
real
and
person.
Google?
yes, there are real people,
They're real. Yeah.
which is interesting. But I, for whatever reason, sat navs, as he says, GPS standalone GPS devices always sounded so robotic to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't believe. I couldn't believe that was a real dude. So I thought that was
Yeah, it's interesting. That's got to be fucking weird for him to hear himself.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
guess
I'd like that.
If you're Siri or Google, you will probably on the other camp for phones. I guess you can change the
Yeah,
voice for them, but you definitely don't have yourself as your assistant, right?
I wouldn't. That's a weird thing to listen
It's
to.
funny that you say that because there is an app called Descript, where you can read this like 30-minute long script and it'll turn your voice into a.
Yeah, I don't want. I don't want that.
There's a TikTok about it. Maybe
Nobody
I'll play
wants
it
my
next
voice.
time. But
Well,
Yeah.
interesting picks.
Yeah,
Mace,
you know,
we'll get some TikToks going here.
yeah. So here's the thing. I had to pick 3 that didn't have any music in the background, which is
Yeah,
very
that's-
difficult to find.
On TikTok,
And
It's
I
not-
wanted them to be interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, whatever. We tried it. I'm gonna turn the reverb back on.
All right. While you're doing that, I do want to say, if you're not hip to TikTok yet, it's not as lame.
It's not
as you
all
think.
dancing.
No, yeah, it's pretty good.
You have to get your algorithm right, but
There's some good stuff on there. As I've said before, half of my shit is like fucking anime clips now, but I did that one to myself. So whenever I come across a funny video, though, it's a gem, So
TikTok, I think, has kind of replaced Vine for me, but it is very different.
there's still
Yeah.
a hole in my heart that
Yeah.
will never be filled by.
the 7-second limit,
Yeah,
you
you had to be quick with your jokes, dude.
Yeah, I mean, there
Yeah.
was nothing like it. I mean, with such a tight parameter, you had limited space.
Yeah, as I'll definitely say, TikTok is like a minute, right, max?
Yeah, up to.
And I feel like sometimes I go and I'm watching a video and I'll get literally like halfway through or 45 seconds in and I'm like, this isn't funny yet. This is not worth, like the last
Yeah.
15 seconds, I'm like, I'm not waiting for your fucking punchline anymore. You're dragging this out. I'm done.
Oh,
So-
dude, you know what I don't like about TikTok is that, well, this is something that you brought up to me the other day. When somebody has a viral TikTok, I think that they get into this mindset that if I don't do that same thing over and over and over, I'm never gonna have a success
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, dude. Let me just show or put my phone up to the mic and explain what.
Yeah, just show it to the camera as well. But
I mean, you can put it on the screen,
basically,
can't you?
like when somebody has a hit TikTok, they do it over and over because unfortunately that's what got them popular.
Yeah, I mean, I think some people.
I'll send this to you. You can put it on the screen. Go ahead.
Do you want to not just do it right now?
No, I'm gonna. I'm
All
just
right.
saying.
Just like the Josh Morris dude, the guy that's in the orange suit, and it's like
Oh, dude, but that's so
it is.
fucking
It
funny.
is. I love him, but I feel like
that's
one
a
day
perfect example.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, dude, you've been doing this for like a year.
The beans thing, dude, is kind of getting old to me.
Beans.
Like, yeah. So
I have not been involved. in
dude,
that
Danielle
yet.
didn't either, and she sent me one, and I was like, this is like 2 weeks, 3 weeks old now, and I'm tired of hearing it. Like,
It's true.
but I mean, that's obviously not the same guy doing the same beans sound
Yeah.
over and over again. But this girl has a really cool talent. She can basically do or sound like a brass instrument with her mouth.
Mouth trumpet time.
Right?
cool.
So
cool.
really cool. She's doing that with her mouth. But if you go to her page, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it's this one.
Mouth trumpet
Yeah.
time.
Sorry. Listen.
Weird talent no one asked for. Here's a weird talent nobody asked for. Here's a weird talent nobody asked for. A weird talent that I have that nobody asked for.
So
Yeah, I've not really come across that. I don't think, but
dude, so I didn't notice it. Like I saw one of those come up on my page, and I was like, yeah, that's really cool. Like, and then like 2 days later, another video of her being like, weird talent nobody asked for. Showed
you're
up
like,
on-
wait,
and I was
didn't I
like,
see this?
I was like, yeah, I've already seen this video, and so I clicked on her page, and it's like every other video is her saying
Yeah.
that.
I mean, again, I think some people. If you do that exact same thing where every single thing is her opening with the same line and doing the same shit, that's a little bit much. Because again, with like Josh Morris,
Yeah,
he's doing like they're all different at least, and he's been up in the game where they go out places. He was at the suit shop, the whatever that was the other day.
That was
like,
funny. as
I
fuck.
just I feel like at least
he is really fucking funny.
yeah. And
but
now it started like a thing where people are doing
but
shit with it too.
he's-
But
that's all he's done for
yeah,
Well, yeah.
the past month.
I mean, you think about every YouTuber somewhat has a formula, right? Like almost every YouTuber. I mean, if you look
Yeah.
at Donkey's videos, they're all the same, like 5 types of videos, like his reviews, his gameplays, like
yeah.
like fake reviews.
yeah, and so.
But he doesn't put up the same review about Super Mario Brothers 2
yeah.
for every video.
But just with like a slightly different shtick.
Yeah,
Right.
he's like, here's a weird review nobody asked for.
Yeah.
Right.
4 times in a row.
So
It's too bad because like I think these people are funny, but they are a little bit scared to branch out.
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I think I would be too if I went viral.
If
I
you
just
know-
feel like I don't really. I mean, you're trying to keep your 15 minutes of fame or whatever.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You don't have anything else. I guess I get it, but
I mean, she got a lot of views and likes on that one video, the first one she did.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't post 4 more with the same exact intro. But
I'm just saying, like, do something a little different with it, though. I
Can you
didn't
tell
watch
people the
video, so-
name of her page just so we credit her?
And you should
as
put
we
up a.
talk smack about, it's Benny ITZABENNIE.
Link in the show notes.
Link in the show notes.
You should post
mean,
the Josh
very-
Morris too, and
Yeah,
maybe
I'll post
put one of
Josh.
his clips in here. Or when
Yeah,
I said
he's
it
like
before.
Yeah.
I can't do it, but
Dude, he does such a funny face.
yeah,
I mean, I do think
The
that the
Weeknd
talent
song.
is super cool. Like, she absolutely has a really cool talent.
it's
Yeah.
super cool.
But
Not roasting that.
It's cool
Yeah,
for
to-
2 or 3 videos.
just to say the same thing 4 times in a row is pretty fucking awful.
Yeah. And okay, so I wanted to on that same like listicle that I was just making by myself. People doing the same thing over and over, and unfortunately, part 2 videos.
Oh,
I
that's
can't
annoying.
stand
Yo,
it,
that
dude.
shit
I
makes
don't-
me want to punch a fucking
Like,
wall
I
every
don't
single
get
time.
that often.
like for part 2. Like
Yeah.
it's like, oh my god.
No, but the thing is, by the time you've seen it and it's already viral, you can go to their page and find part 2. But
Yeah.
it's always like, I know you wasted fucking time to make a part 2 of the video.
just so
Like,
that people would subscribe.
there
It's
was-
smart.
there
but
was
it's fucking annoying.
There was one that I watched that I honestly was so mad, but I did go watch part 2. This woman like climbs up this massive like Olympic diving board ladder and is like all the way like up in the top ceiling of this fucking like pool room. And she's like climbing it up and like, oh, I'm gonna jump, you know. And then she gets to the top and is like panning around. She's like, all right, part 2, I jump.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, come on. Like
Yeah.
you could have cut out so much of you climbing the ladder to
Exactly.
include you jumping. And the jump was really cool. But again, I was like, I'm not liking either of these videos now that I've watched both of them and I know whatever.
I hate it so much. Like, it's this new wave of like how TikTokers are getting popular.
Honestly, I feel like I saw that
don't like it.
more when I started with TikTok. I saw more of those than I do now.
You see it every so often.
It is
I see it
annoying.
a couple times. If I'm scrolling for a long time, I'll see it a couple times. But like, man, I'm getting tired of it.
Well, that's annoying. But let me add a third thing to this that I don't like about TikTok is it's funny for a little while, but when somebody has a whatever, like the girl that's like
The shtick.
name a favorite clip or video, whatever.
lives in your head rent free.
Yeah, that lives in your head rent free, or name or show a clip that describes your friend group perfectly, or all these that I see them do, and then you see it like 300 times. And there was one TikTok, I wish I had it. I definitely didn't save it, where a dude like posted a video of like him going through and seeing it all the time, and then he was like, "I'm sorry, but can I please stop fucking hearing your voice?" And then one of the people that got a viral one did it again with like a new show me something that whatever, and another person like stitched it and was like, "Okay, you had your 15 minutes. Let's not do another one of these. Let somebody else do it. Come on." Like,
Oh, so she was posting like more of those
to try to get people to be like
repost
replying
it
and shit. And like, I get it. That's, again, it's similar to, that's what you went viral for once, but they're fine. But I feel like you see so many of these, and that's a big part of TikTok is the collaboration and stuff like that. And I get it. But I feel like half of the videos I see sometimes are people just replying to that and posting a video that lives in their head rent free or whatever the fuck it is. And I'm like, it's cool. It lets people share their shit, but like, that's not really what I'm on TikTok for. Every once in a while it's funny, but
what this is an interesting question. What do you like to watch on TikTok? Like if you're scrolling, like what do you like to see? Or even better question, what does the algorithm think you want to see?
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like, the funny shit, but everyone's sense of humor is different, right? And like I said, a lot of my stuff is like anime clips. People edit scenes and stuff, put music to it. It's cool.
Like fan
whatever.
cams?
I don't really know what that means, but yeah.
I think that's what it's called, right?
Yeah, it's like, you
Getting
know what a
old,
fan
but-
cam is?
A fan cam, as far as I know, is like
It's
a montage of
Yeah.
a character or
Yeah.
an actor or
Yeah, that's
you
what it
know.
is. So there's a lot of that, but I get people talking about video games and people talking about anime, so I do watch like a lot of those, but I do enjoy, funny videos or whatever, but I don't know, sometimes it's like the Josh Morris thing where it's just viral and it showed up on my page and everyone sees it, but every once in a while I find something that is funny. But yeah, definitely, I mean, I like a lot of videos, right? I definitely don't get people dancing anymore. That was like the first 2 days maybe where I saw that. Every once in a while I get like cosplayers or whatever doing a dance, but it's more because I'm in video games and anime and shit. But the algorithm sometimes does think that is all I give a shit about.
Is like what, anime stuff?
Yeah, and like I like it, but I like seeing the stuff people talking about it or making jokes. Like that's some of the stuff that makes me laugh. Is there's currently airing shows, and it's cool to see people talking about it and making jokes and shitting on fan bases and stuff like that. So
For me, I find that I get like mostly comedy stuff, and then every once in a while I've actually started getting like ones that are like 3 likes, 0 comments.
Yeah, I get a lot
And
of those.
I
dude.
really don't like those because you're like, I'm like one of a few people that have seen this, and I feel like I'm peering into someone's life a little bit, and
sometimes
I
it's
don't
cool,
like
but
those. So yeah, sometimes they're good, but 99% of the time
I don't know,
they're
dude.
not.
I watch almost exclusively. I'm not that far down the rabbit hole, and I'm not scraping the bottom of the barrel that much with my algorithm. But yeah, if I get one that's very few likes, I will fucking watch it. I promise you.
I'll
that.
watch a little bit of it, but the algorithm for me thinks that like all I like is music production. Like,
I mean,
I get a lot of drum
and,
videos.
dude,
Yeah,
honestly, I like the drum videos, and I get a couple of those. But like, it'll be like, "Yo, this is how you make your vocals like totally saturated," and it's like, dude, I don't want to watch this white kid tell me how to like work on Logic Pro. Like, I really don't care anymore.
I feel like that's weird because obviously you had done something to get you there, but I
I
can't
liked
see,
like 3
right.
music production
And now
TikToks.
I mean, when I started, I remember I found like a Dungeons and Dragons meme or something came up, and I liked it. And then for like the first week, most of what I got was fucking like D&D, and I had to go and search hashtags to try to get out of it. 'Cause
Rewrite the
I
algorithm.
love D&D, but I'm like, that's not all I want to fucking see
Yeah.
here, you know? Like,
Yeah, it was a lot of Animal Crossing for me when
Animal Crossing
when that came out, because everything I saw Animal Crossing, I was like,
do-
I'm gonna
yeah.
smash
Right.
that like button.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do remember getting a bunch of those. Yeah, I'm tired. The problem is I've seen a couple music production TikToks that I've really liked, and so when you like them, like
Yeah, it's
you
like,
just
hey
get
man,
ready.
I wonder too if like a lot of them are longer than some of the maybe the comedy videos that you watch. So, you know, the watch time, and you like every single one that you spend a minute on. So they
Yeah.
keep trying to feed you those.
Yeah, I'm trying to retrain it a little bit. Like whenever I see one
Dude,
now,
search
I skip it,
hashtags.
and I don't like them because like a lot of the times it's like basic fucking shit that I already know. Like it's not anything that's gonna like break
Yeah.
my knowledge of the program. So it's like it's kind of annoying, but I like TikTok though.
Yeah. Sean,
Yeah.
what's your algorithm most?
I get a lot of cringe,
Yeah.
a lot of edited stuff, like just like
Yeah.
fucking memes. I
Sounds
do
about
get
right
some
for you.
some YouTube poop type,
I get a couple.
and those I do enjoy. And some food stuff, which I like, but I think a lot of the food stuff on TikTok's like fucking overrated because it's never a true recipe. Like it's like, oh, I just add a little bit of this, that, and the other, and now
Some
here's
people
my finished recipe.
Do have like, if you, you're right, and it's kind of annoying because there'll be like some salt, and I'm like, well, I mean, you know, salt to taste. But then when you're like rosemary, I'm like, well, how much do I need to buy?
Yes, that I do
But-
not like that.
But some people do have either other websites, or they'll look in the description, or where they'll say where they get
Yeah.
recipes. And there's a couple people that are YouTubers, like Sam the Cooking Guy
He
has
does have
some
a
on
TikTok, yeah.
TikTok, but most of the time it's like if you go, he has a video already of it, or
Yeah.
it's something small scale, and it's just to get you to go and kind of check out their other stuff.
Yeah.
Recipe
sorry.
TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't hate recipe TikTok. I do like seeing good food. The one guy who's like, did I drop it in dirt? Is it burnt? You
Yeah.
know, grow up. That's like one of my
I love that
favorite. It's
Too
like-
much pep on now. Take
No,
that
but
pep off.
There's one guy. It's different than that, I think.
No,
but,
yeah.
but
It's
the,
like,
all those the sides of the cooking TikTok is
Yeah, there's
funny.
some weird sides to it.
I love that one that you're talking about. It's all the people on that doing a rendition of it.
Yeah, and
grow
then
up
it's-
and they
and
turn,
they turn
into-
old.
Dude, those are really fucking funny.
Yeah, I'll just say I do feel like at first I was hesitant, but you know, lockdown, I think a lot of people got more into TikTok.
Yeah.
Sean convinced me to try it out, and after a couple days, I mean, it really gets to where you want to be, and it's so interesting to see everyone's different algorithm. It's the same as YouTube, but with TikTok, you can search hashtags and stuff, but like, it's not like, hey, here's the top videos that have this description or whatever. It just feeds you. I mean, maybe it does sort that way, but it's not like you search
Yeah.
a topic and you can come up with videos, right?
Yeah.
The best you do is it's like searching a hashtag on Instagram. You're gonna get a bajillion posts that
Yeah,
you're
that
not finding anything.
might be in the vein of.
I
what
do wish
want.
you could go back and look at your history though, because there have been so many times where I've like lost a video by accidentally pushing back or like pulling
Yeah.
down too hard.
And
or
the favorites, I swear to God, disappear. And it's not the ones that deleted, because it shows you when the posts have been deleted, and then you
Yeah.
just can't even find what user
Yeah.
it was. You're like, oh, I just have a blank space. But I swear to God, half the videos I favorite don't show up. So I just have to save them. And then when I can't
yeah.
actually download them, I'm like, well, fuck
Yeah,
you.
I mean, I've lost so many fucking TikToks that like I accidentally removed from my fucking screen, and like there's
Yeah.
no way to go back and look. I
The
tried.
back, dude, is so annoying, because sometimes you'll be on your own page to look at your favorites,
Yeah,
and you hit back and it accidentally does it twice, and then it erases the one you were just
Yeah.
on.
Let me ask you guys this: have you ever posted a comment on a TikTok?
I don't
and,
comment.
Been like roasted by someone else, even if you don't think you're wrong?
no, I haven't.
I don't comment.
I did.
I
and
commented on one recently that I thought was gonna blow up. It didn't. It was like some little kid like freaking out every time the mom like rolled up the window, and I was like, "What an idiot!"
I saw this. I saw this
Fucking dad over here shitting on kids.
fucking idiot. I saw this one where this guy made like a paper airplane, and then he like threw it out the window in New York City.
Yeah, and it like floats around for forever.
Yeah, and I commented on it. I was like, "Yay, littering!"
Yeah.
like kind of joking,
yeah.
but also like, "Hey, like, don't throw paper out the window." Like, it's construction paper, so it's
Yeah.
like that's not really good. Like, it's probably not good to litter. And immediately, like a bunch of people liked it, but immediately people were like, "Dude, why don't you go fucking pick it up? It's just one piece of paper." And that people were like, "It's biodegradable," and it's like. It's really not though. Like, there's
Was he in a
chemical
city?
dyes. Yeah, he's in New York City.
Yeah, dude.
I mean,
he's
it's not like it's
on
gonna
the,
fucking biodegrade on the pavement
Yeah.
easily. Like
on the
and-
top of a fucking like. He was on a really high window.
Yeah, like he's in a skyscraper.
Yeah, dude. And just
I mean,
threw it out
imagine it just getting domed in the head. You're just walking around.
Well,
New-
so that's the thing. It's like doesn't have a point. It's like a really
Well,
weird.
sure, but I'm
yeah.
just saying. Like,
Either way,
It was the blue. I don't know how he fucking did that. It was like a piece of paper and then two sides like this, one up and one down, and you throw it and it would like spin.
Yeah,
in a
I know what you're
circle,
talking about, yeah.
And he threw it out the. He was throwing inside a few times, and it spins and hits the ground, and then he throws it out the window and it just flies for like ever.
Do you guys
I mean,
want me
it's
to?
cool, but-
Do you guys want me to read what some people said? Some of it was some of it was really mean.
Some of them really hurt my feelings.
Sure, man. If you want to talk about it right now, we're here for you.
I told Maddie about it. There was 35 replies, 106 likes. I said, "Yay, littering," all lowercase. Some guy said, "Cry about it," with like 6 cry emojis. Somebody said, "It's paper,"
Sick, dude.
all caps paper. I said, "It's still litter." Somebody said, "Big baby going to cry over paper." Aw, cry emoji. I said, "I'm crying."
I love your like fucking. You were kind of being sarcastic in the first place, but also like it's a reasonable joke to make. Like, hey, littering, like.
Yeah.
But then your sarcastic replies to
I'm like, "Yep, I'm crying." You're right. I'm really upset.
just don't.
Somebody said, "True, it's literally wood fiber. Throwing a branch on the ground would have the same effect." Not true. Somebody replied to that, said, "Paper dye equals acrylic. Acrylic equals plastic. Plastic in ocean equals microplastics that kill plankton. Maybe normal paper or biopaper would be okay. It's construction paper that's been dyed and processed. It releases harmful chemicals into the environment." And then somebody said, "Then go pick it up if you're so worried about it." Somebody said, "It's not littering until it hits the ground. Right now, it's aeronautical science."
All right, that's kind of funny.
Somebody said, "It's a piece of paper. It's dyed though." And then the people that were really scraping the bottom, like they had commented like days after. Somebody said, "It's really not that serious. Gases pollution. It's biodegradable. One piece of paper will destroy the world. Paper dissolves, dumbass. It's fine.
Oh Jesus.
NYC is just one big piece of litter. Lol, shut up. Lame comment."
All I will say is that this definitely is way more than anyone
was
needed
great to read.
Yeah, but I just feel like
It was a lot of fun.
it's just so crazy. I mean, you're just fucking joking, and everyone gets. I mean, that's how the internet
it's
is.
hard to
but-
tell sarcasm sometimes.
I know.
But also, I mean, yeah, I didn't. That's kind of what I thought when I saw that same video. I was like, dude, like,
Cool video, but
come on,
like,
don't fucking
just don't throw it
throw
outside.
shit out the window.
yeah.
Of a skyscraper, you can't even go pick it up. Like,
Yes,
you have
exactly.
no
Well,
idea
what
where
I'm
that's gonna
saying.
fucking land.
It's
When I read
not
that-
about.
That shit hurting.
Yeah.
I feel like
hurt.
it's less that
It
it's
hurt my
like, oh, you're
feelings.
fucking ruining the environment, and more like you just threw something out there. Like you said, you're not going to be able to go find it. It's going to either hit someone
go
and
pick it up.
and they have to pick it up, or someone sees it and be like, what the fuck, or it lands on the top of a building, which, yeah, I mean, big fucking deal, but like, what are you doing, dude?
They were like, "Dude, go cry about it," and I was like,
I'm very upset. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be unprofessional.
If it was anything that wasn't like paper that's going to float down to the bottom, if he threw a pebble
leaf.
or whatever
Yeah.
out, people are going to be like, yeah, that's going to fall.
the
and
thing
hit
is, he
somebody.
throws it in his room, and then he
Yeah.
throws it out the window. So it's like you see it
Show him
float in
do
the
it,
room.
yeah.
Just keep it in the room.
Anyways,
I don't know.
It's
It doesn't
ridiculous,
matter.
but no, I don't really comment on anything, so I haven't had that experience.
Yeah. I only have one thing, and then I want to let you like just take the reins.
Yeah, I mean, fucking, that was more TikTok than we even planned to talk
I
about.
got
Gosh.
2 things, and you thought we
Really
were going to fill
quickly.
this whole hour.
Really quickly. When we went to Target when did we go to Target?
Saturday.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember what it said about the Pokemon cards?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, dude,
I
that's
took a picture
wild.
of it. Do you want to put it on screen?
I can put it on screen. Yeah, just to put it in the text chat.
You want me to read what it said?
Go ahead and
or
read what it said, because this is what I was. This is what I was saying outside. I was like, maybe you remember it.
To ensure the safety of all guests and team members and the fair distribution of high-demand items, all MLB, NBA, NFL, and Pokemon cards at $19.99 and above will only be sold on Fridays at 8 a.m. on a first-come, first-served basis.
What? That's
Yeah.
what, we all stood there and kind of were just like,
I mean, I really think that it has to do with that stupid fucker, dude. Fucking Logan.
so you do think it's Logan Paul?
I've heard that's a big reason people are blowing up about cards because he started buying them and became this like
this month he unboxed like $2 million worth of Pokemon cards.
Dude.
And I think people are like, oh, I need to get back into this. And I mean, I've been collecting probably since when Lena started to get back into it, or get into it for her first time, which was like what 2, 3, maybe 4 years ago.
It was when I moved in with you,
so
like 3 years ago, probably.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, it is. The last couple times I went to Target, there was literally none. Like
There's very few.
Zero fucking cards. Like to buy,
Pokemon
you can't
cards,
buy a deck, can't buy fucking booster pack, can't buy fucking collector set, whatever. I got some around Christmas. That was the last time I saw them.
Yeah, I bought some for my niece and nephew around Christmas time. We were all together, I think. And I bought like, I think 6 booster packs.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing that you said that I didn't read on that day was it said anything above $19.99. So that doesn't mean booster packs.
But
Booster packs are like $4.
When have I ever seen them in the...
you still don't see them.
Over the past few months.
You still don't see them, but it's because people want to go in and buy like the big collections of them. I mean, I don't know. The one of my coworkers, Nick, who had bought he went to McDonald's to get the Happy Meal Pokemon cards.
That's
like,
the only place you can get them now.
Well, I mean, he's a collector, right? Like he was the one that had mentioned them to me. I think I saw it online, but it was before we had talked about it. He was saying that like cereal boxes are doing it. Like
they are.
There's some. I don't know if it's General Mills had a deal. But he's like into it, and he's kind of into like collecting for the sake of having them, but also like, oh, maybe I'll just buy a booster box of them and just hold on to it, and not like he's trying to go and immediately flip it on the internet, but because he knows this set sold out so much that maybe in a couple of years it'll be, worth some crazy money or something like that.
Have you guys ever bought a full unopened box of
dude,
like the store ones?
In high school for Magic,
I bought one. Not this Christmas, but 2019.
Did you open it?
I bought it for my niece and nephew because the thing was
present,
I was like, look, if we can pull the fucking Rainbow Charizard from I think is it Blazing Shadows?
No idea.
Rainbow. I have no idea, dude.
I think it's Blazing something or Burning Shadows. It's Burning Shadows, I think. Burning. Regardless, there's a Rainbow Charizard. It's a secret
$400 fucking card, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah. And I was like, look, I told them, I was like, we're probably not going to get it. But you can still open, 20? I think it's 20 in a box or something like that. It's really fun to have one of those boxes.
Dude.
You feel like you're holding, like, gold. Like, it's pretty wild because...
Burning Shadows boosters.
Burning Shadows, yeah. It wasn't in there, but there was a couple dope cards. And I think there was it was like a... Rainbow like Togepi or something. It was like there was a secret rare card. They all usually come with I think 1 or 2, but
that's the thing I was gonna say is if you actually collect the cards or want to get a bunch and not just go and like you buy a couple packs or whatever. I know for Magic, so it's probably the same with all of them. There's like a certain amount of guaranteed, highest rarity cards or whatever in each box, and you'll probably get so many, you only need to buy, ideally, it's never going to work out that way, but a couple of those booster boxes, the full unopened thing of card packs, right, to get pretty much every card in the set. And so I want to say most shops should do it this way, but for drafts for Magic the Gathering, it's where you go in, pay however many, $15, you get 3 packs, which is about the same, right? But at the same price. But drafts for Magic, you open it up and then you pick a card that you like and you pass the rest of them in a circle. And you pick a card and you try to build a deck with the cards that you can get out of it. And that's like a cool way to go and play. Everybody's on a fair playing field and shit, but they start by opening a brand new box because there's a set number of rare cards and shit like that in it. So
Yeah.
it's kind of an interesting way, because if you just got like a couple of random packs, you might get all bullshit or get all good cards. So I think that there probably are a lot of people going in and trying to buy those. I don't know if you can buy the full thing at Target. I don't know where you got the one for.
I got mine online. The thing is if you are listening to this and thinking about buying boxes, you have to be very careful where you buy them, because if they're not true sealed, like people will open the packs carefully. Well, first of all, they'll weigh them, and because the
foil.
I think the GX cards are just slightly heavier.
It's so weird that that's a fucking option. Like,
Well, dude,
I know, but that's
the thing
so
is
skeevy,
that
dude.
it's worth the money if you get the right cards. And so you have to make sure that you're getting from a true seller. I would stay away from eBay. I would try and go to like a shop that like does like card trading. Like it's trusted.
Does Pokemon have like an official, like Magic has Star City Games is like a big one that is like an official distributor.
It was a smaller site, but I could tell that it was trustworthy. Like you do have to do your research, because unfortunately if you buy a box straight off of eBay, there's like I would say a 50 or 60% chance that it's going to be rifled through. Like they're going to take out the good cards and they're going to reseal it, and you're not going to know the difference. Like they're like really like they're good at faking it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
But
even Amazon's getting not for cards so much, but Amazon I know is getting overrun by like bullshit products.
Like
and
Did you
scams.
say you bought a box in high school?
We did to like when we played, all of us normally would try to build decks around different
But for
colors.
Magic?
Yeah, Magic
Okay.
is 5 colors, so it's like basically building different themed decks. So we bought them together, and it was like, oh well, I was looking out for specific cards. Dylan and my other friends weren't really, so like we would, try to just make it fair. I think we only did it one time. I feel like someone could even tell me that we didn't do it, but I swear to God, I remember we did, because we talked about it for so long. I know we went in one time, and I had friends that did that all the time, because it sucks when you go and buy singles, because sometimes you want to, and it'll be like a card's not that expensive. If you need it for your deck, you want 4 of them, maybe they're $10 each. Like, is it worth it? Probably not, but going in on some friends is more fun, like putting $50 down or whatever to get a fourth of a box. And
Yeah, I don't remember what I paid. I think it was like 120.
yeah, I don't remember what
I don't really remember, to be honest with you. I know it was over 100, but it's just I mean, you know this just as well as I do. Like buying things for nieces and nephews, especially if it's something that you like, is like so much fun. Like,
I don't get that too
they
often,
love
'cause-
Pokemon, and I grew up loving it, and so like to buy them a booster box is like, fuck yeah, I want to do that, because I want to open the fucking cards too.
Yeah.
So it's fun. I mean, like, yeah, I'm spoiling them, but like, fuck it. Like,
Yeah,
I want to buy this box too, you know? So I
That's
don't
what.
know.
Yeah, no, I get it, dude.
So yeah, it sucks that Target's doing that, and fuck Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Just like on a basis. I don't even care.
Yeah.
About, just fuck him.
Yeah. Shithead. I don't know, Steve, you had something you want to talk about? I got
You
two
go.
things.
I mean, I guess while we're just somewhat on the subject, just real quick, because I know you guys didn't play it or really probably cared that much, but Magic Legends, new game coming out. It's like Diablo-like, based on Magic lore. I knew it was coming out, saw a trailer a couple years ago, and I wasn't sure when, but Matt had told me, hey, beta just came out, so I downloaded it. We checked it out. It's supposed to be, again, Diablo style, action RPG type thing, but we went on like a roller coaster of emotions playing through this, man. It was cool at first. The mechanics seemed cool. You've got like spell cards you get. There is like a deck building aspect, but you're going through fighting things, and you have spells that come up, and your deck shuffles, and then you have regular skills, yada yada. But it was exciting. It was cool. We're getting new spells. We go through, and slowly I was like, oh, this is weird. Like, it's very slow. We're getting experience. We level up. There's no stats or anything that I can tell. Like, I don't know what really that does. I got no equipment in the like couple hours I was playing through, and whole reason people like Diablo is it's a looter game. You keep getting new stuff, you upgrade, you're always constantly like getting new shit, getting stronger. And we'd finish a quest and get like one card. It's like, okay, well, this is cool. But by the end, I was like, well, a lot of the spells are cool, but a lot of them are very similar. And because it's like a shuffling thing, it's not like I can necessarily build up my strategy. And that's a big thing in card games, right? RNG, I get that. But like, it just felt weird for a game like this. So it's getting kind of turned off. And then we couldn't even play together. Apparently, you have to get like far or even beat like what was out to be able to play together. But like, I could add him as a friend and I could see other people. It's online, right? I could see them, and I just couldn't invite him to my game. And we even tried to go to the same place on the map, and we couldn't find each other because it's like instanced where only so many people are in the same place as you, even though there's not like servers. So it was just really fucking sad because I was having a good time and it seems cool, but man, I kind of was looking at this for a couple years and not like following it super closely. But
yeah,
I will say it's a free-to-play
bummer.
game, and I get like they're trying to make it interesting and there's going to be some sacrifices. They said the loot thing was on purpose. They didn't want it to be like Diablo, just tons of loot, which, okay, that's why people like it. But whatever they want to do. But then you look at the monetization and there's like battle pass and like a bonus, like next tier battle pass. There's
I'm so tired of
cosmetics,
that fucking phrase, dude.
and there's fucking like
Battle pass.
loot boxes where there's there's 5 classes you can choose from at first, one for each color, but apparently there's a 6th one that's you can get from the loot boxes, or you can get like 8 million gold, which is a ridiculous amount, and buy it. Like, I don't fucking know, but people
So
were
it's a
hating.
cash grab.
That looks like the battle pass.
I want to say like it
What is
sucks
that
because for me
underscore Inky on TikTok.
having
It's like, that shit look like the battle pass.
yeah, there's a fucking bunch of those videos.
He's so weird.
I don't know those.
It's hard for me because I feel like I used to not like any free to play. I heard that just like everyone else, and I was like, oh no. But I've come around with some games. Definitely Genshin Impact got me on it, and even their monetization didn't make me mad. It was some other parts about it that on top of it turned me off eventually. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, it kind of is, but I feel like there could be a good game under there. I kept saying I wanted to give it some more time, but I just was disappointed, and I'm sad because
It's disappointing when a game comes out that you've been hoping
Yeah.
to play for a
'Cause
while and it's not what you hope.
the,
That sucks.
the lore of Magic is cool. Again, not that you guys care. I'll wrap this up here, but
Dude, fucking wrap it up, dude.
but the lore
God
is cool.
damn.
Like, one thing
Get it
that is
together.
interesting is you playing the card game. There's a thing called planeswalkers in the world, which are like basically powerful wizards that can go through the different planes, hence the name. So different sets of Magic cards take place in different planes and all this stuff. But like you playing as a person, technically you're playing as a planeswalker, and you can get cards that are other planeswalkers, and there's lore, there's story, all of them doing battle. So it was a really interesting idea that every character in the game is a wizard class. Every class is a planeswalker style, whatever. So it was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, this could be tight. There's a lot there they could make a very cool game with, and they botched it. Everyone's hating on it online. Wow. And yeah, so
I'm sorry that it wasn't
yeah.
what you wanted.
Any games you guys have been disappointed about recently, or Sean, you got something you want to bring up instead?
Yeah, I mean,
First and first, mostly for me.
I need to probably try and play fucking Valheim again, because I feel like I was a little disappointed in the first 30 minutes. I got a lot of hype, and the hype was real. It is a cool game, but I also felt like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
I do feel like that's kind of. I don't know that I would have even gotten into it if not for playing with people.
Yeah,
so.
I think that might be my problem, is I wasn't playing with anybody. But that's not the two things I wanted to talk about. One of them was I thought it was really interesting to find out a couple days ago that NZXT is making an AMD motherboard for the first time, which, not a huge like.
I bought one of their
computers.
Jibber jabber
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah,
What the fuck are you talking
got
about?
got that
So,
streaming PC, bro.
AMD and Intel, right? Neck and neck.
So a computer, it has computers where you like type on it.
Yeah, basically. Sorry, I could have passed it to you.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So Intel.
Explain it to me like I don't know what computers are.
All right. Intel is, fucking king of processors right now, right? And have been for a long time. AMD has always competed with Intel and also make processors. Intel has been doing all of their design in processors, all of their manufacturing of processors, everything to do with their processors are done in-house, which is interesting to me. I didn't know this till recently. AMD designs a processor and then outsources the manufacturing of their processors.
I feel like you did tell me that before.
So, yeah, I mean, interesting to note that, right? Like, Intel does everything in-house. AMD does some of it in-house. But for years, the battle between AMD and Intel is, up and down. There, last time they were neck and neck basically was, I pulled it up.
Wow.
Like 2006.
It's true.
48% AMD, 51.6 Intel. And I mean, you can see that they're kind of always fighting for market share in desktop PCs.
Can you take a screenshot of that? Is the blue Intel?
Yeah.
AMD, I feel like when I hear about them, I feel like they do good shit, but I don't ever hear about them.
It's Team Red and Team Blue, basically.
I do
Team
feel
Rocket.
like Intel seems to have more of a grasp on like the common man's computer. Like you go and buy just a laptop for like school or whatever. They're not buying anything crazy, and it says like Intel on there. I've never seen somebody.
Intel has a lot of name recognition.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and basically that's what they've been riding on for years, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you go to any organization and go to start to work for them, more than likely you're going to get a PC with an Intel processor. Businesses, for some reason, trust Intel. For a consumer, I don't think it makes sense to pay the price that Intel has on their i7 and i9 processors when you can get a very similarly priced or very similarly in performance
chip.
Yeah, basically a chip that can perform as well as an Intel chip at less cost. And so to me, to see that, NZXT has been making computer parts since what, like 2004 or something like that? Yeah,
I don't know.
2004.
I didn't know about them until I went to buy a computer.
They've been making cases and stuff since 2004. I don't think they started their motherboards until 2018. But the fact that they've now said, okay, we're gonna release an AMD board, you can't take an AMD processor and slap it on an Intel motherboard, and vice versa. They're different. They're totally different. So I think this shows another shift again in this market share where people are realizing that AMD is a better priced product and almost will outperform every Intel, most Intel processors. And when I was looking at getting a PC, the one I was looking at, I compared to the AMD processor in it, and the AMD had better specs, and it was a better performing processor.
And it was cheaper?
And it was cheaper, and I went with AMD. So it's like, I think that Intel's kind of burying themselves a little bit here. Like, they have a name, and that's what they're going to continue to ride out on until that name is no more, right? Like, the i9 is what I really wanted.
Yeah, I remember you saying, because when I asked about I was going to try to get a computer after you. I wanted to for a while. You finally were the shove I needed. And we talked about it, and I ended up getting basically the same exact specs as you, different computer. But you were like, I really wanted an Intel, but it just wasn't worth it. And you're like, if you want to spend the money, do it. But you hadn't had any problems playing any game. So I was like...
I mean, honestly, I think AMD is coming out with like fucking guns blazing right now because they know Intel's in a hole. I mean, even what they did with their processors, their graphics processors, they don't compete directly with Intel necessarily in graphics processors, but they compete with NVIDIA in graphics processors. And they have been trying to price their product a little bit more aggressively compared to NVIDIA. Now, a lot of people still trust NVIDIA when it comes to graphics cards. I'm on that same boat. But AMD has been trying to wedge their way in again into the market to like take some back from NVIDIA and Intel, which I think is awesome because, you know, my experience with them has been great. I don't know if I'll buy an AMD graphics processor anytime soon, but I mean, the new cards did look fairly nice. The one thing that I'll say that kind of doesn't make me happy is that ray tracing is essentially like, it's not something that's trademarked by NVIDIA as far as I'm aware, but they're not really pushing for ray tracing in the new AMD cards, which I think looks really nice. I don't know if you've seen anything with ray tracing on.
I think I saw, you might have sent me a Doom video of ray tracing.
I don't know, maybe, but I think the idea is cool, but I will say to the common man, like the videos I've seen back when they were talking about what it would do for games is very cool. And, you know, I always say it when we talk about this, but the coolest thing I thought about it was not even like the light and stuff that everyone says,
it's
but
the sound
being able to travel in ways that are organic and realistic with ray tracing would really change up. Like if you have a stealth game and sounds carrying down a hallway, I can't tell you how many times I've played a game and just like turning your head in the game changes the sound in a way that doesn't fucking make sense. But anyways, I mean, I just think that's one of those things where it's surprising, but I don't think we're there yet for the mass consumer.
I mean, but if you just look at Minecraft, like, and Minecraft with ray tracing versus not having ray tracing, it's incredible how much better it looks.
Yeah, you're right. I have seen that. That is cool.
Yeah, so, I think, I don't know. I mean, I tried it a bit with, I mean, granted, I'm playing at fucking 1080p, so I mean, I know that's not like.
Well, I couldn't run anything with ray tracing on at 4K, so.
Well, yeah, but I turned it on with control, and I was like, I dropped like 10 frames. I'm like, I'd rather have the frames than whatever's going on here.
I mean, so that's the thing. We're not there yet where it's like feasible for a person to be able to play a game with ray tracing on. Like even Minecraft, I still find that I stutter a little bit every once in a while when I'm, you know, loading in the next.
I mean, we don't have the most powerful computers by any means,
but you know, just to I think that when it is able to be purchased. A graphics card that's able to be purchased at a consumer level with, you know, 60 frames per second minimum, ray tracing enabled video game experience is when people are gonna be like, yeah, ray tracing is cool, and it's gonna be a thing of the past. Like it's just gonna be the next evolution of what graphics end up being.
Yeah,
like you can make graphics look as good as you fucking can right now, right? The lighting is probably the hardest thing, like in my opinion, and that's what this is bringing to the table. So. It does make me sad that AMD's not really pushing as hard for that, but, you know, whatever. It is cool to see that other board manufacturers that have been exclusively Intel for the last 3 years are now like, okay, well, let's make an AMD card or board because AMD's coming out on top again.
I do want to bring up, because you're talking about like the price performance type thing and how they do it a little bit differently. I guess I don't quite know all of it, but do you think that part of it is that because Intel does it all in-house and they do all the R&D and then they have their, you know, lines to manufacture and whatever, for some reason theirs comes out more expensive sometimes than AMD? It sounds like what they do, the design, and then they normally get other people to make it, so all they're doing is selling their design rights. They don't have to put in the legwork to get production lines and shit.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And if you are interested in hearing more about Intel becoming essentially their name only. If you haven't watched Cold Fusion on YouTube, I definitely check him out. But he has a video.
It's true.
Intel from Inventors of the CPU to Laughing Stock Part 1 and 2, and it's very interesting about how Intel's kind of like dug their own hole, and they're living in it now. But
yeah, I agree with everything you guys are saying.
Sorry, man.
No. It's just one of those things, you know, like we're each gonna have a piece to say, and sometimes we're not all tuned in, and that's all right.
I think the next topic I had I don't mean to steal the show unless you want to go, Steve. Go ahead.
No, I was just pulling up. I do want to just throw out there that if you haven't noticed, Sean's the resident tech guy, knows more about computers than me and Mason
sure
combined.
fucking does.
I know enough to ask questions and be like, yeah, I've heard of that. But Sean always is sending stuff. Especially I remember in college, you just send me random shit. You're always keeping up with that news. So
Yeah, he's just smart. He's just fucking smartest guy in the room over here.
I don't know about that.
So that's why me and Mason might ask dumbass questions. Cause,
Like, yeah, so like the keyboard, like that's
all right, well, that, you know.
That holds the motherboards.
that's got the wiring in it,
That's
right?
got the motherboards. No, so the other thing I wanted to talk about, which today, we didn't talk about it the last time, and it was still relevant then. But 6 days, that fucking boat was stuck in the Suez Canal.
Oh,
You know, it's not tech related at all.
it's unstuck now, right?
Yes, today it got freed, which is hilarious to me. That like the global economy is like halted because of a fucking one boat that gets stuck in a single channel.
That
canal.
is a
It's
now that
crazy to
channel
me.
is very important.
Yeah.
But
It's just crazy, to
crazy.
me, dude. Like that is what can bring down the entire. Like if they didn't get that boat, they didn't get that boat unstuck.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, did the camera die? Oh shit. Okay. Well, let's hold on. I can just put a new battery in it.
don't say anything.
Well, he's just going to put up a...
No, I'm just gonna.
Can you not plug it in?
I can get dummy batteries.
I don't know when that happened.
Oh, I did find out. I think that's the same camera that Pitmaster X uses.
Oh, he uses a GH4.
Yeah.
They're great. He probably uses a GH5, dude.
I don't know. It said Lumix on the top, so.
Yeah, he probably uses a.
All right. And we're live.
I mean, that one's still going.
Yeah, we started talking around like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
So I think we probably got like another 5, give or take. I would say let's just cut it at like 110, just to be safe. But we had to do something with the cameras because one of them died. But we're back.
Yeah, I mean, so like it is just crazy to me to think that like the
The
Suez Canal,
yeah.
like that is like, you know, up in the north there's 2 channels, and then they meet in like a lake, and then underneath the lake there's a single channel, and so they don't have 2 channels. I think digging another one is probably a bad idea. People may argue with me on that, but essentially, I don't know how it happened. That boat got fucking stuck. They said it was a sandstorm and bad weather. The operator of the canal was like, "No, that's not true."
There was so many good tweets,
dude. It's been a funny like meme generator.
That's what I want to say is that I heard about it because I saw a meme and I was like, "What's this?" And then I saw another one and I was like, "Wait, what?" And I looked it up. I really didn't know the full story, but you know, one of my favorite ones I saw is someone made it look like one of those shitty like game app advertisements where it was like, "Help it get unstuck," and it had like the finger pointer where you could like turn the fucking boat to get it straight.
Dude, that's really fucking funny.
My favorite one I saw was
dude, if you're gonna show the one I'm gonna show, I'm gonna be so mad.
It was the Patreon petition.org add another ship. 287 have signed. Let's get another 500 to put another boat in the fucking canal.
That is funny. But send that one to me. Somebody was like, have they tried this yet? Just like turning it.
Yeah.
I thought that was really funny.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's so funny that like it whatever happened, I didn't realize it was that narrow. I mean, it's a canal. It's not like it's...
No, the thing is that boat is as
huge,
big as the fucking Empire State Building.
It's a huge boat.
That is a fucking massive ship,
dude.
Like, it is not a fucking joke. Like,
Dude,
that
ships
is
like that,
huge.
like, I understand it's like has something to do with like displacement and how, like, when I see those boats in photos and even in person, like, how the fuck do those things float? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I think about because it does look completely ridiculous. And like that photo of the like the caterpillar like trying to push it from the dirt, I'm like, this looks fucking ridiculous. Like, how is it not tipping over? It's just I know that's like so small brained of me, but like it's like
you're right. It's crazy.
Looks crazy.
I mean, it's the same thing with planes, dude. Like fucking giant sky buses that can fly.
Dude, it just blows my mind to see that little tiny tip in the water and this fucking massive boat, and it's like stuck in the mud. It's crazy. That was a wild. I just started seeing shit just like you. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
No, so Danielle's friend messaged me like some tweets about it the day it happened, and I was like, what the fuck is it? Like, how does that even happen? I was like, it's a boat that's stuck. It'll be and like 6 days later, they're like, oh yeah, we finally got it out during high tide. Like, that's like insane to me that even happened. Number one. Number two, that it had something. They were saying like billions of dollars a day waste, like gone to the global
boats
economy.
Can't pass through.
Exactly. I mean, like I said, it's like 2 channels to a lake and then a single channel out. And so if there was a second channel there, nothing would be a problem. If you got stuck in the north part, it wouldn't be a problem again. But he was stuck at the bottom where there's only a single channel for all boats to pass through.
Yeah.
Billions.
Dude, we got to dig another one, guys.
There was one tweet I saw that
Let's go ahead and dig one more.
Someone was like, we got to free that boat now. And it was some like dildo company being like, sorry, our shipments have been delayed indefinitely.
Oh, I did see that. I did see that.
I don't know if it was
funny.
real, dude. We apologize to those who have recently ordered the Kelvin Dragon toy. Shipping has been delayed indefinitely. Our inventory is being transported aboard the Evergreen, or Evergiven. Sorry, it's the Evergiven, which is currently stuck in the Suez Canal. Don't fret. Soon Kelvin will be stuck in you as well.
Stuck in you as well. Yeah, I did see that. That might be true.
I hope
Otherwise,
that's
that's
real.
master marketing.
Dude, it's fucking hilarious. And that is another thing about this, is that people have been like, it's the Evergreen. And understandably, it does say Evergreen all the way across the side. The boat is green. But it is the Evergiven is the name of the boat. The company that owns the ship is called Evergreen.
That is so confusing.
That's weird.
So if you look on the
that's really
bow,
funny.
it says Evergiven, and people have been like, I watched a video about some like fucking captain was making a video about this, and he was like, this is probably how it happened. But he was like, yeah, I've been getting roasted in my comments with people telling me it's the Evergreen, and you're absolutely wrong. Which is hilarious to me. He's like, I fucking I drive these boats, dude. Like,
I'm the
Who drives the
literal
boats?
fucking
Me or
captain.
you?
Yeah. Who drives the boats? Me or you? I don't have anything else, and I think we're about at time. If you have something, let's do it.
I want to say just real quick, because I feel like this will be irrelevant in a little while. I'll keep forgetting in another week, but just real quick, the Ghost of Tsushima movie was announced.
oh yeah, you
which
did mention that.
I'm excited
Ghost
about
of Sush.
because I played that game last year. I talked about it on Debuff. I thought it was awesome, and it's being directed by the John Wick director, Chad Stahelski. I don't know how you say that. Pretty sick, guys. A fucking samurai movie by the John Wick director.
I really hope it mirrors like true like old Japanese cinema.
I mean, dude, the
And
game,
it's not just like, you know,
the game
fucking
had a
action movie.
fucking.
I know, that's
I forget
what I'm saying.
what it's called. Was the fucking Great Samurai director or whatever, but a mode that was like black and white.
Yeah.
Subtitles, fucking. It's cool, and the combat was sweet. There was like basically mode where you would get into a duel stance and like one hit kill if you did it right. The actual duels were very cool. They had like sundown, little cutscene where you draw your swords and then you face off. It was very true to that old style. So I
hope
feel
it
like
stays that way.
it'll probably be modernized, but the action will be very cool.
Is there a story that they can use to write the narrative?
Yeah, it's an open world game, but the story itself is very like concise. Like there's a
Yeah.
lot of extra bullshit in the game like open world games do, but I thought the narrative was awesome. It wasn't like fucking groundbreaking, but I had a good time. That's really what pushed me to keep playing, is I want to do the side stuff, and the combat was fun, but like the story was interesting enough. And
Yeah.
samurai that they basically, the island of Tsushima gets attacked by the Mongols, and it's like real based on invasion of them, and everybody gets fucked up, and he's like the only samurai really left, and he goes basically against the code of the samurai and acts like a ninja to stealth in and kill, and
So he's the last samurai, and they're probably gonna have Tom Cruise in it, and
well, I mean, of the island, right? But yeah, I mean, he's basically being dishonorable in order to protect his island, right?
Yeah.
And even like his uncle, who basically is like his father figure, at one point is just like, you can't do this. This is fucked up. But he's like, it's the only way we can beat them.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's gonna be cool. I'm excited, and I said this before, but there's been like a lot of video game stuff. The Last of Us is coming out with a show. Uncharted has a movie starring Tom Holland as young Nathan Drake.
Which
Sony,
what?
I don't know. Sony's
Like,
doing some cool stuff, but then
okay.
Borderlands has a movie. But this one, I'm really excited about. I think The Last of Us will be cool, but this, I'm like, I heard it. I'm like, that's gonna be fucking sick. So.
Yeah. No, I think it almost makes me, whenever I think about the video game stuff, I think about like, it's like they got tired, like movie writers got tired of like using books as source material. So they're like, let's just use games now.
It just sucks because games being so long. I mean, books can be too, but like, there's so much interactivity and moments that when you play a game they can be bigger for you than it was for somebody else, or a book as you're reading it as it's written. And you'll find parts you like more, but in a game, you know, one
choice is different than someone else's, maybe.
Or even if it's and even if it's very linear, like one segment could be more difficult or more badass than somebody else the way they played it, right? Like you could stealth through a whole section of a game and not fight really anybody, where somebody else went in guns blazing and had this crazy, shootout.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I meant by decisions.
Yeah,
just straight up like, what choice did you make when you had a choice
how you
to
did
make,
it.
But yeah, how you did it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I hope, I'll just say this. I hope that video games being turned into movies don't end up being shitty. Like,
some of them are gonna suck.
I mean, Steve mentioned to me they've made like a couple Doom movies, which I didn't know. But Doom,
Never heard of them.
fucking, what's his name?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, Dwayne The Rock Johnson is fucking
one of the older ones.
Doomslayer.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck you.
Even then, like, I don't even know if he is actually the Doomslayer, right?
Well,
they could have
he
just
could
taken
not
the
be, but
concept.
he's the main fucking character. Like, yeah, I mean,
old game
is that
adaptations.
who that is? That's Dwayne, right?
Yeah, that's The Rock, fam. Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
He's just Dwayne Johnson now.
Wow.
Black Adam.
And then they made a Doom Annihilation, which I do want to watch because it's not about the Doomslayer. I just want to see how good or bad it is. But, I don't know. It's funny to me that, like, these movies came out. No, I didn't even fucking hear about them.
That means they were good.
That's what I'm saying,
Well,
straight up.
the Doom Annihilation was straight to... it wasn't in theaters. It's on Netflix, but it was like straight to... I don't know what you call it anymore if it's not DVD.
Straight to... Yeah, I think it's like
Straight to the
video
internet.
or whatever, but...
Straight to home.
Maybe there is a DVD.
Straight to the fucking garbage.
Anyways, I think they'll get better at it. And something like The Last of Us is basically a movie that you play. Like, there's fun stuff, but it's a great story. That could be done easily in a 10-episode HBO show, which is what they're doing. I don't know if it's 10, but you know what I'm saying. That kind of stuff I think is going to be cool. But, yeah, I was just excited about it. We don't have to go on anymore. We're getting here late, but...
That's all right. Good talk.
Yeah.
We made
Any closing regards?
Fuck. I don't know.
If you will have noticed, it got dark while we recorded this. Great. So maybe next week we'll have curtains and the
If
lighting's
the beginning
weird.
of it looks fucking weird,
Sorry.
we need to get curtains.
Well, it'll
We
be
need
fine.
to block the light.
The black and white will wash it out. But yeah. Thanks for joining us on Debuff. We'll be back again next week. This was a good one. 47 hours later, and we still had too much to talk about. So
Exactly.
You know
See you
how it
guys
is.
soon.
Later. Debuff is hosted by me, Steve Skeels, edited and mixed by Mason Carlton. Follow us on Instagram at DebuffPod. That's Debuff, P-O-D. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next one.